Weather doesn't care what you're driving. If you're driving too fast, then it will let you know that you've driven too fast.
A series of snowy slide-offs led News Channel 18 to ask, how can you stay safe behind the wheel? Good evening, I'm Gina Quattrochi.
And I'm Jeff Smith. Thanks for joining us. News Channel 18's Kristen Majorano rode along with Indiana State Police to learn the best strategies for driving in snowy weather, and she has tonight's top story.
Kristen, has this winter brought off more slide-offs than normal?
Yeah, actually, Indiana State Police Sergeant Brian Olahai says not necessarily more slide-offs than normal, but he says that slide-offs and other crashes always pop up when it snows. And Chad will tell you we've seen more snow than usual this winter. On a snowy day, and we've had our share this winter, if you feel your vehicle start to lose control, State Police Sergeant Brian Olahai says don't overcompensate.
If you do find yourself in a bad situation, take your foot off the accelerator. Slow down and try to maintain control of your vehicle as easily as possible. Don't make any sudden movements if you don't have to. You always steer in the direction of the skid to try to correct it.
Sudden movements include slamming on or pumping the brakes, but Olahai says if you have anti-lock brakes, pumping it could make your stopping distance longer.
And you can hear the ABS system. You can hear that creaking of the ABS system.
But Olahai stresses the best way to get out of a slippery situation is not to get into one in the first place.
You just have to slow down, allow extra time, and really, when it's bad enough and you don't have to drive, then don't go out.
When I ask him what will happen if someone doesn't leave enough stopping room,
It doesn't stop nearly as quick.
he shows me.
Probably do that on dry land just for comparison.
So we do, on a wet but not snowy or icy road.
Much quicker.
The stopping distance is much shorter.
Half or less, yeah.
At Abbott Precision Collision, manager Steve Van Pelt says business has ebbed and flowed like the winter weather. But he says the types of repairs he's seeing may suggest people aren't heeding Sergeant Olahai's advice.
The types of accidents seem more of a front end or rear end collision opposed to a side impact.
So do you think that may be having to do with like following too closely and stuff?
I think so.
Van Pelt says he thinks the economy is having some effect on business as well. He says it seems like some people are increasing their insurance deductibles to $500 or even $1,000. And if a car is still drivable after a fender bender, some potential customers may choose to live with the damage. Kristen Majorano, News Channel 18.